Good day, everyone. This is Erap'S, and today we are going to talk about the 11 ways to take control of your finances. While the result may not come as a shock to many, given the poverty rate in the country, it is surprising that the problem affects even those who are not poor. Take note, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority, more than 60% of the respondents with an income of at least 50,000 pesos reported that they also lacked money to pay for their food and basic necessities. Although most of the people surveyed blame insufficient income for their predicament, the poll revealed that the lack of financial planning and financial knowledge is a major contributing factor. Many Pinoys remain poor because they have no idea also on how to manage their money effectively. If you do not want to end up in the same sorry, no, especially when you grow old, it is time to improve your financial literacy by developing the following habits that often distinguish fiscally responsible from those who are and not. This can help you to reach your financial goals and more easily. For the first one, monitor their expenditures. People will know how to handle their money, keep track of their expenses on a regular basis. Adapting this, no, adopting this practice will help you to be in control of your finances. Think about it when you know, no, where your money is going, and you can readily identify spending issues that you need to address. For instance, upon review of your monthly expenditures, you might discover that you tend to splurge on a branded clothes or spending a expensive cup of coffee every morning, no? Or even those expensive clothes and every payday. If you are aware of such things, it would be easier for you to plan and make adjustments before you get into a deep financial trouble. Number two, stop using your credit card. If you are struggling to make ends each in the end of the month, no, you may be relying too much on your credit cards. Um, if you keep using your credit cards as a stop gap measure and to make ends meet, you'll quickly wind up in a debt. No, this limit how much money you have much to pay bills or even uh, save for retire up, no, in debt, no, masaya nga imong kuan kay imong retirement because it will your money will fall also in different debts. For number three, create a budget and stick to it. Individuals who are financially illiterate do not spend their money carelessly. Instead, they create different defined budget or definite budget and stick to it. Planning your expenditures is one habit that can help you, no? And also in keeping your spending in check and ensures that you are financially on track. Let us note that according to World Bank, no, research, they mention that some of their studies revealed, no, in an interesting insight about the importance of having a budget. And also was found that Filipinos who plan for their expenses are more likely to have leftover money for savings. They're also likely to borrow money beyond their means and purchase things that they cannot afford. So, creating a budget for the first time needs time and effort. but the process becomes easier once you get the hang of it. If you do not know where to start, there are plenty of budgeting apps who, at the same time who are mentioned from the previous reporters that you can use or choose no from, or you can follow the simple steps no that I will be giving to you. Also, I would like to remind you that under the budget and stick to it way, also can calculate how much money you earn every month after deducting and taxes or the net income. Make a detailed list of your monthly expenses including miscellaneous and spendings such as parking fees, tips, and entertainment. Categorize your expenses into fixed, unavoidable, and unnecessary, and variable. Also, no, you can do without it if money is tight, no, especially in expenses. Compare the average monthly cost for each expenditures. Match your net income to your average monthly expenses and make adjustments when your expenses are higher than your earnings. Cut backs on your variable expenses or reevaluate, especially your fixed expenses to see if you can reduce amount you spend on some items, especially once you are done creating a budget. The next crucial step is to stop with it. Control your spending and avoid getting into situations that will tempt you to spend more, especially on things that are not included in your spending plan, especially the ones no because ones are sometimes no we are tend to use always our money for our wants, but uh, a few tips just to always remember that always buy your needs. Priority your needs before anything else. And also, let's proceed. Save money. No? Financially responsible Pinoys do their best to manage their income to save money. You must learn this habit so that you'll have money for a rainy days. What will happen to you if you are faced, for example, no, unexpected medical bills or similar emergencies that you do not have reserve funds? Saving money is also important so that you can buy a house, pay for your, for example, someday your children's education. Also start your own um, saving, no, especially every month, no. Let us always remember that the one of the basic tips not to save money is your income minus your needs, no, is equal to your savings. And when it comes to savings, no, every single peso counts. Making small changes in your daily um, spending can add up to a big savings in the long run. Besides, saving a portion of your income regularly, here are other ways also to help you to save precious money. No, first is the cut back on your expenses or coffee spending, or find cheaper alternatives. Cook your own meals and eat your out less. Create a grocery list when shopping and make sure to follow it. No, as you know, guys, my mama wants me to always write what I am buying, especially when going to groceries. She taught me how to do a budget, especially if you have few money, for your needs. Excuse me. Pardon my voice because I've been into a kwan yun. Nasakit ko gikan, guys. And also, use public transportation or walk or bike whenever possible to save or fuel money. So kung doon lang siya or your destination is very near from your house, so you can walk lang naman. Or else, no, bike. Not just you can save, no, for fuel or for your money, but also it's good for your health and good for Mother Nature. Start and also a side business to increase your income. No, I have small income here in our house. Especially selling small things, especially load or anything that I can be uh, a mode of source of income like that one. No? Let's proceed to spending wisely. Being financially knowledgeable does not always mean choosing the cheapest items, so you spend as little as possible. The key is spending your money wisely instead of choosing best on the price tag. You should purchase according to what will give the best value for your money. No, it is better no to co- uh, cut up a little extra cash for a product that you know will last for a long time, rather to buy an inexpensive item that you need to replace over and over. To help give you an idea, here are some and also no several items that financial experts believe are worth the extra bucks. No, first, investing in a course or training that will help you learn essential skills that can boost your qualifications and also help you to get the promotion you are eyeing or help you start a business in a worth every peso. Also, fuel efficiency cars or fuel efficient cars, no? Perhaps the most crucial factor when choosing a car, especially if you will drive in a highly congested place like Metro Manila, is the fuel efficiency. The car may cost more, but take note that we can get to save a significant amount of fuel, especially in spending, no, in the long run. And also medical checkups, as famous adages no goes, prevention is better than cure. Spending a few thousand pesos to protect your health and prevent expensive medications and treatment, no, um, in the future is worth the experience. At the same time, your expenses, no, worth it, did siya. Also, imagine if you don't if you have fever or cough, then you cannot work because of it. No, especially that today's time is we are now on the COVID pandemic. No, it's very important that we took good care of ourselves. And also, fresh fruit, vegetables, meats, fish may cost more than their packed versions, but they can do more in keeping your body healthy. Never scrimp on things that benefit your health, and also let us consider also no when we buy uh, foods that we can consume it on the exact number of days at the same time and the exact amount of it because overeating is not good also. For the number six, become an investor. There are two ways to make money: earning it actively by working for it, or earning it passively. While you sleep by saving or investing the money, you have in stocks, bonds, or mutual fund, real estate, or other financial instruments. Given that the long-term average annual return of the stock market no, is 10 or 6% or 7 when adjusted for inflation, especially no, if the person's to build wealth, no. I would like to add lang for the apps, no, especially GCash. GCash has a feature of saving money, which you have 4% of annual interest. So, dako gid siya, no, especially. I would like to talk a little bit of banking also. We have commercial banks, no? We have thrift banks for the higher higher rates for the savings. And also we have rural bank for those farmers in the hinterland or in the bukid scenarios or areas. And we have this digital bank Digital banking, we have a lot of choices, especially in investing. No, we can earn as much as um, we want. There are a lot of um, investments that are affordable. For example, in Gcash, no, you can start in investing if small amount, no, of 50 pesos. But when I invested 500 last year. Then it's not bad, but for me, it's very nice and it's so good. No, once again, pardon my voice because I'm sick. Let me proceed. No, and also increase retirement savings. Retirement is expensive, so you should ideally start saving for retirement when you start your first job. Even you are an working on getting out of debt, contribute up to the match and offered by your employer. No, let us take note that when we are old or when we are a senior citizen already, we have a lot of things to consider, especially our health. How can we buy our no, how can we buy our medicines if we are sick or we don't have money, we don't have savings to um, get. Also, I would like to emphasize there this find additional sources of income, no? Financial issues sometimes stem from insufficient income as opposed to spending issues, no? If you are sticking to a budget, not spending money on things you don't need and still have issues, no, in making ends, especially no in making meat or you may want to look for a higher paying job or generate more than one source of income. More income tends to provide more financial stability, especially if you are a single or you are a single income household. I would like also to um, emphasize that improving your job skills may also has a greater impact, especially on your employment. While it may not seem directly tied to your finances, job security is an important piece of your financial picture because it dictates how regular your paycheck is. Ensure that you have the skills you need to, and also stay competitive in the workplace. This may mean taking extra certification or getting training through your current employer, or it may mean heading back to college for a graduate degree that qualifies for you for a more stable profession. Let us proceed, no? Improve your After the improve your job skills, we have also the make the most of employees benefits. So what are the four major types of employee benefits? Traditionally, most benefits used to fall under one of four major types of employees benefits, namely medical insurance, life insurance, retirement plans, and disability insurance. So we need to think it today as early, no? Especially when we work now, someday somehow, make sure that you have this because this is not just for a today's time, but let us also look forward for our future. Let me proceed. Live within your means. Perhaps the number one habit you need to learn from people who manage their finances well is living within your means, since this practice impacts many aspects of your life. When you do not spend more than you earn, you can save more and live without any debt or loan to pay. You may not have fancy cars, signature clothes, or tickets to expensive concerts, but you will enjoy freedom from stress, no? Stress and anxiety. You may go to bed in ordinary pajamas, but you will sleep soundly nice since your mind is not bothered by paying credit cards, bills, and unpaid loans. While the idea may seem challenging or cultivating, um, I would like to emphasize that the habit of living within your means is doable. Here are a few tips also that may help you to get started. Evaluate your income and expenses. Also, similar to the steps in budgeting, it is important, no, to know how much money you bring in each month, no, like what I said kanina, no, from all your sources minus taxes and how much you earn, no, how much you are spending, and if there is more money going out than coming, you can address this by cutting back or unnecessary expenses or finding ways to supplement your income. Know the difference also between needs and wants, like what I said kanina. No, it's better that when you go to the grocery or when you go shopping, especially, no, I would like to emphasize that when sometimes manggod in the grocery areas, no, we would like to pick some of the especially extra food like that one or those um, vegetables or fruits that we are fan of eating, especially, no, making salads like that one. But always consider what your wants and needs. Your needs, this is the things that if that is the things that will make us survive, no? Klaro na gid kayo na. And also for our wants, these are the things that we can survive without it, but we can still be happy with it, no? And also, this is also one of the most common of the Filipino attitude, no? The comparing yourself to the others. It is not good to compare yourself to the others, no? Because it is easy to feel dissatisfied or deprived if you keep comparing your situation to other people. You or friends or a neighbor may be living a glamorous life. But for all you know, they might be buried in debt. Living below your means may seem unexciting, but you can take consolation in the fact that you will be much better off over the long time because of it. Also, I would like to emphasize that save money for expensive things. If you need to buy something expensive, so you should save up or a few months and pay for item in cash instead of borrowing money. Because sometimes the interests are higher, no? Imagine you're paying a lot of money at the same time you are so stressed, you have full of anxiety because of it. But if you save your money today and you tend to find um, another source of income at the same time doing great in your job, no, will make you a better person, especially in handling money. Because I believe, no, when you work hard, you sweat a lot because you want to buy something. You have an inspiration, you have a certain goal, especially, no, in buying things, expensive things, no. We'll always look the brighter side and also taking good care of your expenses, no, and yourself also. Living within your means is much easier if you have more money coming in, while you may have no control over your salary. You can find ways to make extra cash. You can turn your hobby into a business or explore various freelancing websites to find suitable side jobs. No? Improving your financial situation does not mean accumulating tons of money. No? Especially accumulating tons of money at once. The secret is forming little habits like the items above that will slowly take note, but that will slowly but surely help you get where you want, no, especially being a money wise. Once again, this is Erap'S, and thank you so much for listening to me. Goodbye. Thank you.